Hey, what's going on everyone, this is iReviews back with another video, and today I will show you guys 17 amazing iPhone tricks that you didn't know existed. Now before I get into the tricks, I just want to ask you guys for a huge favor. Please make sure you leave a like on this video as it helps my channel a lot, and let's get this video to 3,000 likes. And now let's get into the tricks. There are some pretty cool ones and some that are very useful as well. Alright, starting things off with the camera app. So when you go to your camera, you know that if you tap and hold here, it will actually start shooting video. You cannot shoot burst pictures anymore. And you can do that with the volume up button on iOS 14, but there's another trick that lets you quickly take burst pictures. All you gotta do is just slide this button from here to the left side. Don't tap and hold, just slide it like this, and as you can see, it starts shooting burst pictures right away. Just drag the button like this and you're good to go. Here is another camera trick. You know that on iOS, if you just swipe like this, you get the filters here which allow you to shoot pictures with different filters. But using a trick, you can also shoot videos with filters. So if you go to the video mode, you don't get these filters, but all you have to do is just go to the photo mode, go to a filter that you want to use, and then tap and hold here. It starts recording video, and you can just swipe it right there to the right side to lock it. And now it's shooting a video with the filter applied. So you can see right here how cool this looks. You can now have videos with different filters that you can use straight from the camera app of your iOS device. Now the cool thing about this is that when you shoot a video with a filter, you can go back to the Photos app, and if you want to remove that filter, you can actually tap the edit button, and from here tap on this little icon of filters, and you can actually change the filter, or you can just use the original video. That's really cool. Now this applies also to videos that have been shot on the regular mode. From the video mode on iOS on the camera app, you can apply video filters actually to videos by simply going to the edit button on the Photos app. So you can do that afterwards, but with the trick that I showed you guys, you can do that straight from the camera app. Here's another cool trick. If you're on the email app and you delete one of your emails by accident, did you know that you can actually undo that? So you tap with 3 fingers, you get the menu right here and tap undo, and you will get back that email. Now this is another trick that I'm about to show you guys. You can see undo and redo right there. So this is the menu that you get when you tap with 3 fingers anywhere on the screen on your iOS device. So when you're doing some texting or something like that, you can of course swipe with 3 fingers to undo and redo. You can see right there, you can see how undo fills up there. When I do this, I can undo from here, or I can redo like that. So tap with 3 fingers to show that menu, and of course tap right there to hide it just like that. When you go to Safari and you tap to go to history here, you will have a clear button. Tapping there, you will have the option to clear the last hour history, today and yesterday, or completely delete all-time history. But did you know that you can also delete like individual items here on the history of your Safari? So all you gotta do is just swipe like this and delete that. You don't have to delete like everything of today or the last month or the year or whatever it is, just to delete one item. All you gotta do is just swipe like this, and you can individually delete any one of the items here on the history, which is really cool. Now another thing that you can do on Safari is that if you have multiple tabs open and you want to bookmark them, all you gotta do is just tap this little bookmark icon right there, tap and hold, and it will give you the option here to add bookmarks for 3 tabs. So all the tabs that you have open, you can add like bookmarks for all of them in one touch here. Another really cool thing on iOS, so if I go here and try to actually open another tab, so let's say I want to open Apple here, so I try to enter the address right there at the top, but it knows that I have a tab open already with that website. You can see right here it says switch to tab, so I don't have to go to that on another tab. I can just tap here and it won't open a new tab. It will directly switch to that tab where I have already opened that website. Another cool thing on Safari, when you go to the tabs view, you can see your tabs here. What you can do is actually tap and hold on one of them, and you can rearrange it like this. So you can put forward and backwards any one of your tabs that you want on Safari. As easy as this, rearrange any of your tabs. Also, you have here the close button, so you have the X button to close any of your tabs, but you don't have to actually reach there. All you gotta do is just swipe them like this, and you will be able to easily close those tabs on Safari. Now here is a very cool trick on iMessage. So when you go to iMessage, you will notice here you have digital touch. Now with digital touch, you can like type different things like here, let's say an arrow or something like that, and send it to someone. But did you know that you can tap here and you can actually now shoot video here and also write something while you're shooting? So let's say I want to point out something on this video. So let's say I want to send this to someone and point out here the AirPods, so I can just tap on that arrow right there, like change the color here, write anything you want, and once you have done that, you can see now it shows you the video there, the preview, and how it will look when you send it to someone. So you just want to point out something, do something, anything you want, you can do that just like this, and of course then you just tap this little arrow right there to send it to anyone you want. When you're on any of your emails and you try to delete an email or archive it, you don't have to actually go out of the email or just like use any other gestures. All you got to do is just tap and hold here the trash button. Now this deletes an email if you just tap it, but if you tap and hold here, it will show you a menu. Now from here you will have the option to choose whether you want to delete that email or you just want to archive that email from here. Next up, we're talking about an accessibility feature which is probably very useful to some people, and that's zoom. So you go to accessibility and here we'll have zoom. You can enable it from here. Now what you can do is actually use like this like window here where you can zoom, or you can actually zoom the whole screen. So just like that, full screen zoom with 3 fingers, you zoom in and out, but it's sometimes very hard, of course, to move on the page. Now what you can do is go ahead and go to zoom controller, and here you can actually enable a controller. Now once you do this, when you zoom, you can actually just go ahead and move with this controller. So you can see right here, I can just move around and just like that move on a page anywhere I want. So here I can zoom in and out. So let's just tap and hold here. You can see it shows like a shape that is basically the same shape as the device, and from here I will be able to move on any part. So you know when that like little like square is on the corner here, know on which corner of the device you are. So very useful, very handy. If you use the zoom feature, this will be a must-have like controller that you need to enable for the screen of your device. Another accessibility feature is of course assistive touch. Now if you go to touch and enable assistive touch, you will see here you have custom gestures. Now what are custom gestures and how do they work? So basically what you need to do is go to customize top level menu right here and make sure that you add another icon if you don't see custom right here, or just use any of these. If you don't want to remove them, you can just add another place here, tap right there and choose custom. Now from here you will have your custom gestures. So there are a few that are like preloaded here, but of course you can create your own as well. So what you do here, once you go to the assisted touch menu, you tap on custom, you will have here different gestures that you can actually use. These are like preloaded. So if I enable long press, you can see now I can just tap right there and it will do the long press itself. I don't have to long press anywhere, it will do that for me just like that. You can see it does that like force touch or something like that. And if you go here to the menu or from the settings, you can of course create your own gestures. You tap right there and it shows you a screen from where you can just like write any gesture you want here, and of course then just tap on save, add a name to it, and you can add it to that menu. A really cool feature on iOS 14 is the ability to rename easily any of your Bluetooth devices. Now previously you could do this with just like AirPods, but now you can do it with any other device that you have, of course as long as those devices are connected to your iPhone. So you go to the name here and just enter any name you want. Just like you do for AirPods or AirPods Pro, you can do that with any other Bluetooth device that you have connected to your iPhone. With iOS 14, Apple has introduced this new time picker. Now it works on two different ways. You can enter a clock right there, or you can just swipe like this here on the hours, but this is like very annoying, and of course that's really small and you have to be really precise with it. But what you can do is enter the clock here, but you can see it's kind of confusing. If I start typing 11, let's say here let's 22, so you can see it starts like backwards or something like that. But what you can do is tap, in this case I can tap on the hour right there, and you can see it will highlight the hour, and I can change that, and then I can tap on the second part and I can change that. So whichever part you want to change, you just go ahead and tap on that part. And last but not least is a new feature of iOS 14, and that's sound recognition. Now you can enable it from the settings, but you can quickly do that from Control Center as well, and it has some pretty cool features. So if you go to settings and go here to Control Center, you will have the chance here to add sound recognition. So just add sound recognition to your Control Center, and once you go there, what you can do here is just 3D touch on it, and it will show you all the different sounds that it basically recognizes, and you can enable any one of them from here. So just tap on them, and of course it will select that sound. So any sound you want to turn on or turn off, you can quickly do that from here, from the Control Center. You don't actually have to dig into the settings to find sound recognition and turn on or off those sounds. And of course you can even turn on or off sound recognition directly from the Control Center by using this button. So that is it for this video, guys. These are some really cool and useful iPhone tricks that most of you probably didn't even know existed. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave a like if you did. Also, don't forget to subscribe for more videos like this, and I'll see you on the next one.